You are live now. And what was the last? Well, that's taken forever. If it takes that long to come along, then how is my stream gonna be? Nobody can see nothing. I can tell you, nobody can see nothing. Yeah, let's see. Here we go. Hey, I try one. That's pretty good. Da da. Oh, don't tell me it's still trying to. Probably. I could still be there. I could be live and not even know it. Great. Don't even know what's going on there. That's hilarious. I didn't mean to be running live. Look at that. I had no idea. No idea. Oh, morning, guys. I was doing some stuff and doing some behind this. I got drawn away from the computer. So let's see. Just wandering around, looking at things. Mind was wandering. Phone calls to make. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do. Transition that through. Hiya, Teddy. Hiya, Millennium. If you're still here, lost in space, don't even know how I've been going for. But I got a few things set up here anyway. So let's there seems to be a
flat earth asshole here.
a lot of fighting amongst the flat earthers.
A lot of people flipping out over some drama, and a lot of my true fans and friends and supporters are also flipping out. Some of them really quick to jump the gun, call me sellout. Jake, you're a liar and a sellout, and I'm unsubbing. So here's how it all went down, y'all. I was in Phoenix, the next place to the east of me, because I was going to go to Texas. The next place to the east of me, big city-wise, was Albuquerque. Figured I would roll through and meet this IPS character and do the scientific method and figure out what type of a person he was. I've been hearing a lot of things about him, good and bad. There are a lot of people saying, oh, there's this guy IPS, he's doing great things and getting a billboard funded, yada yada. And then there are people saying this guy's a shill, watch out for him. You know, he's here to sabotage the flat earth. So I like to make up my own minds about people.
Concentrate on
as you guys all know, people say a lot of bad things about Matthew Powerland.
Stuff.
I found out about him myself, met him myself, and made friends with him. Made up my own
there's
mind.
more to
So
flat
I went
earth
to go
than
meet
just
Jack,
fighting.
That's his real name, which it isn't. And I don't know his real name. And he was a nice guy. We were going to do some live chats, and he wanted to go to the dinosaur museum. I got some badass dinosaur museum footage. He's kind of quiet, so I just walked around doing my thing, making fun of the dinosaurs, taping. Awesome footage. And we go back to his crib. He says, let's do some live chats. And then he said, oh, my billboard got news attention, and they're supposed to call me for an interview tonight. And I was like,
so how are you
good
doing
job,
today,
man.
Teddy?
Like,
Everything
wow,
good
you
in your side of the world?
Billboard put up and an interview. I had heard about his billboard. I didn't know where it was or how long it had been up or if it had even got put up. But I heard there was a billboard going up and that this guy was crowdfunding it. So when he told me that it got news attention from an affiliate in CBS in Philadelphia, I was like, whoa, good job, dude. Yeah, and I just figured I'll step aside and let you have the interview. It wasn't my interview. I didn't put up a billboard, and it wasn't my idea at all. So it's not like I'm going to take credit for it or any attention for it. So I said, dude, I'll just stand aside when they call you, just in case they interrupt us during a live chat. So they call, of course, and I step aside to let him do his interview. and he says his name's Math Powerland.
Slipped.
Now, when he said it, I didn't know what to think, because I thought, well, Matt's name never gets mentioned in the mainstream media. Maybe this is a good thing for his name to get out. But I also thought that maybe Jack's interview might not ever make it to TV, because Math Powerland, the name gets blocked on Facebook. It gets blocked. He says his view counts get blocked, and he gets tanked with that the Math Powerland name is blackballed, is what he tells me, at least. And so I told Jack that his interview might not even make it, because the name Math Powerland is attached to it, and that if they do a check on that, they might not even air it. Sure enough, 3-4 hours later in Philadelphia, they air it on the news, and everyone starts going crazy over it. Math blows me up on the phone and is mad, and I didn't know how he was going to react. I didn't know Matt would be as pissed off. I've never had this situation occur before, where I show up to meet another YouTuber and he does a news interview, says he's my friend, and then suddenly I'm caught in the crossfire. So then I have to wonder if this whole fucking thing was set up to take out the real guy who's going around meeting real people. Which sounds crazy, but I have to think of these things. Now, in the process, Matt blew up and said a lot of things about me that was not true. And since then, we have squashed it. I finally got a hold of Matthew, and we talked about it, and everything's okay, I guess. But I got to go over a number of things that Matt said about me. First and foremost, Matthew said I sold out to IPS assets. Let's get this straight. I've never done a live chat ever. This was like the first live, or super chat, excuse me. I did one live chat before, and then this is my first ever super chat. I've never done one. I tried it for the first time, and the fans are allowed to buy comments and put them on, and they stay up on the screen. Now, I guess this is like the new hip thing. Like, a lot of the gamers are doing it. A lot of channels are doing it, not just flat earthers. And your fans and your subs buy comments. They choose to buy comments, and they go up on the screen, and then you read their message, and it's like you're interacting with your fan base, and they pay to have their comments put up on the screen. So people were paying like $5, $10, $20, and saying, Jake, come to Minnesota. Jake, if you ever come to Louisiana, I got a place for you to stay. And so for, like, $5, $10, their message goes
Sammy
up
Gene,
on the
how you
screen.
doing?
I have 20,000 subs, you guys. I don't need IPS assets. I have 20,000 subs who are donating to my trip. $5, $10, $20, $30, right? And it adds up. Over a long chat, if people keep throwing small amounts at me, and they're choosing to buy comments.
Wow, I could go on a
which is weird
trip.
to me, but hey, that's what they want to do. They buy comments. It goes up on the screen. I read them. And so I did this super chat for the first time, and because I'm out on the road, and people know, it's not free to do this. I'm not just collecting money in my bank account. I'm out on the road with Rusty. I made it from California to Texas, driven thousands and thousands of miles. Just want you guys to know that the money I've made from the donations, in about 2 weeks, I will
Good old
burn
Rusty.
it up. So I'm going to be completely transparent here. Some of my subs and friends, because of what Matthew said, are calling me a sellout. Like, Jake, you received $1,000 in a super chat. You sellout. Do you know my slave job? I made more than $1,000 every week. I did. Okay, so I left my slave job, all right? Where I made more than $1,000. You know how far $1,000 gets you when you're on the road? Not that far. Burning up about $100 a day. Every time I fill up my tank is $50. I'm out on the road. I'm driving 500, 600 miles a day. Got to fill up my tank. It's $50. Stay in a hotel room, pet-friendly room, $60 to $100, right? Food in my mouth while I'm out on the road, right? I can't always rely on flat earthers to take care of me completely along the way. It costs money. And people know this. And they're happy that I'm out doing this. And I have a loyal fan base, and they're sending me small donations that add up while I'm out on my trip. And the money is spent on this. So $1,000 at $100 a day, do the math. $100 a day gets you how far? 10 days? I plan on being out on the road about 2 to 3 weeks. So the donations that I made in that super chat will be burnt up as I drive, somewhere in the range of 10,000 miles. It's 3,000 miles across this country. And 3,000 miles to get back home, that's 6,000. And I'm not doing a straight route. I'm doing jagged, twisted routes and driving around in the city to meet people when I'm there. I'm going to do about 10,000 miles. Add that up. and then add up the meals each day and occasional hotel rooms when I'm not going to stay with flat earthers, right? It's expensive. Have any of you ever taken a cross-country vacation before, or any lengthy vacation? It's expensive,
yeah,
right?
neat.
And since I'm doing this, going around meeting flat earthers, and people want to help me, and then suddenly someone turns around, my friend calls me a sellout, and then everyone wants to jump on board real fast. Well, just so you know, Matthew took down his video. We have talked. He took down his video. He since went back and retracted everything he said on Facebook. So I want you guys to know any and all donations that I get on this trip are literally going to this trip. It is expensive. Some people think $1,000 is enough to be bought off by. Maybe you're just barely slipping through life and that's a ton of money to you. But if you're out on the road, spending $100 a day roughly, it goes very fast.
Yeah, I seen. I was watching a little bit of your stuff, and yeah, you're getting better.
I've never done a super chat until
It's
that
getting
one
good
day.
shape.
Go back and look at my channel. It's all videos. Do you know that the videos now are being barely monetized at all? They barely run any ads. My Joe Rogan and Mick West videos that I did made about $20 per video. It was a hobby. It's a hobby to make $20 per video. You don't live on it. I was making about $200 a month on YouTube. You know how much Matthew was making? Less than that. So I called up Matthew and I said, bro, we don't make shit on YouTube.
I don't
and this
make
guy, IPS,
anything
is
on my
making a
videos.
killing. He's making a
It must
killing
be
in the
crap.
super chat thing where people are buying comments. I'm like, dude, we don't get paid shit, and this guy's making bank. IPS makes more than me and Matthew combined. He showed me his numbers, right? And I thought it was crazy. I tried the super chat once and made more in one super chat than I ever did of all my videos. Does that ring a bell to you guys? Why these other channels are doing live chats all the time? Why channels are doing 24/7 live chats? But those guys aren't sellouts. But you guys want to turn around and call me a fucking sellout? Come on. My true fans didn't turn on me. My true fans and friends, you're still with me, and you guys are the ones I'm going to meet. And when you come to meet me, I'll be as transparent as possible, and I'll talk to you
24/7
guys
live
about this whole
chats.
thing if you want to.
Not
I
for
really
me.
don't want to talk about
I don't have
drama.
enough time.
I'd rather talk about cool stuff and have fun when we meet up, which is what I've done so far. But if you guys want to talk about this, we'll talk about this. All right, so just so you guys know, the whole sellout thing, there are channels doing 24/7 live chats, doing 4 or 5 live chats a day. I did one, and my fans were gracious enough to send me multiple small amounts that added up to $1,000. IPS did not hand me $1,000, nor did his friends and fans. I have 20,000 subscribers of my own, and if you guys really want to, I took screen caps of all my friends' donations, even the little tiny ones. Jake, here's $5 for you and Rusty. Jake, come to Minnesota and you got a place to stay. You guys are the reason I'm out here doing this, all right? The reason I went out on the road is to meet you guys. And the fact you're sending me donations is the reason I'll be able to stay out on the road longer, all right? I would have had to turn around and go home quicker if I didn't get these donations. So I got to make that 100% perfectly transparent. Look how I'm living. Is this rich and famous lifestyle? Wait till you see my car and how dirty it is. Like, oh my God, try driving 500-600 miles a day and staying with strangers and not knowing where you are. It's not a glorious lifestyle. All right, now, the next thing. I had to write a list so I could stay on track. Jack said Math's name, not me.
It's alright.
Jack said Math's
Flat
name,
Earth asshole.
not
I've
me.
done that.
Was I there?
Hey, Farrah, how
Isn't
are you
it
doing?
weird the day I show up, he gets this interview,
Only
says Math's
I
name?
did it absolutely free.
Yeah, I think it's weird too. I didn't say his name though, so don't get fucking mad at me. What was I supposed to do? Anticipate that and jump in front of the camera screen like it's a bullet?
Yeah.
Like it's like they're firing a bullet? Hey, what's your name? Like I'm supposed to jump in front of the screen and go, no!
Oh, let's watch some.
It's his interview. I don't know what the hell's going on while he's doing his interview. He does the answers. He answered the interview, not me. It wasn't my interview. I didn't want to seem like I was jealous. I didn't even get it at the time. I thought
cool,
maybe
mate.
this would give Math
You'll have to show me that one. You're gonna have to. You'll be teaching me.
A huge spike. But I didn't know at the time. This situation has never ever occurred to me in my life. I'm living it as it happens. All right. Next,
Yeah. No.
so
Once you
I
get
didn't
started
say
with
it,
the OBS,
he
then
did. And I told
it
Matt
gets a lot
right
better.
away. When I called Matt on the phone, I was like, dude, you should be doing super chats, Matt. You would be great at super chats. I would love to watch you do a super chat, Matt.
I'm gonna
You
switch
would be
this one
so
over.
entertaining.
Let's watch something
Your
a little
fans
different.
would get to interact with you. They would actually they would pay for comments to put on the screen.
I'm more of the impression that Flat Earth is about people. Get in touch with Mother Earth. Learning how to get along, learning how to live together and learn together. Not one for a bunch of drama. Like peace, serenity. Sure thing, Sheeps. I'll pop over and I'll have a look. You have gone far, young grasshopper. Yeah, huge. Bloody huge.
Watch out, Tiz! Chill, Tiz, move!
What's good, nigga?
Square up! Go ahead, bro. Niggas is talking.
Look at the size of the moose. Oh, I miss my moose. They call them meese or moose.
You cancel it.
Damn!
Fuck is good, nigga. What's going on your shit, nigga? Go ahead, nigga.
Watch out, Tiz. Chill, Tiz, move.
What's good? What's good? What's good, nigga?
Square up. Go ahead, bro. Y'all niggas is talking.
Everybody on y'all phones though? Oh y'all the real cowards. Record that too. Everybody on the phone, record that. Everybody recording the phone, real coward. Ain't cool, man. Y'all in the middle of the street. Look, she's smiling and laughing. They laughing. Look, he laughing. He got a big smile.
Yeah, it's a good program, isn't it?
He got a big smile.
It's fantastic, actually.
Look at your man right here. It's supposed to be your man. He dying. He can't look. He can't even laugh. Look, looking up. Listen, look, they all laughing, little bro. But you really upset. And you really upset.
Makes everything so easy.
I can see it in your face. So you fighting for a reason. He only fighting you because you want to fight him. Because you mad.
He came to me. He texted me.
So you
Some shit I don't even know.
So you defending yourself.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right,
know what's going on.
all right, look, little bro. So you in the right. You defending yourself. But look at the crowd. And little bro, look. Whatever you text him for that you don't know, you was ill-advised. My thing is, look at the trick of the devil. Who ill-advised you? Look around. Who ill-advised you? Who told you wrong? Who told you wrong? You don't gotta answer that. I'm saying, who told you wrong though, little bro? And the only reason I'm saying this to all y'all, yo, cause y'all almost men. All of y'all, yo. Y'all almost men. Y'all ain't kids no more. Y'all girls ain't little girls no more. Y'all, look, yo. Y'all men, yo. Y'all men, yo. 14, 15, 16, 17, y'all men. Start acting like it, yo. We ain't gonna get nowhere like this, yo. Y'all gonna wind up like the niggas y'all wanna be like, yo. Word up.
You ugly.
Word up. Look, they still laughing. They still laughing. You upset. Think about that. Anybody can laugh at you.
Yeah, you're probably doing a lot better than I am.
Straight up, yo.
I don't
Straight
get
up, yo.
a heck of a lot of time, unfortunately.
Why you upset like that? They ain't your friend. And they sit here and let you do the dirty work.
Actually, the only time I get on it is the time I spend doing live right now.
I'ma freeze.
Came to you, little bro.
I'ma freeze.
Oh yeah, word. Say what? Bro,
My neck
what?
bone stiff as hell.
He not no punk. He ain't no, but they know he not no punk.
So it's kind of a, I learn on the go.
What?
But if it helps others, then it's all worth it. And my flat earth dog is desperately crying.
Sound like a little bro. All y'all though, y'all got parents, yo. Y'all got parents, yo. Don't make your parents look like this, yo. Word
Well,
up.
both of them are.
Don't make your parents look like this, yo. It's important.
He's
yo.
giving me the
Don't
eye.
make your mom and dad
I'm
look
looking
like
at
this,
him,
yo.
staring
Word
me
up,
down.
man. And if y'all live around here, y'all listen with good. Mess that up, ah. Mess that up, ah. Hey, yo, you, I know where you from. I know where you from. Humble beginnings. Your mom and dad work hard to get where they at, yo. They work hard to get where they at, yo. Telling y'all, yo, little bruh, you think it's a game out here? Ain't no game out here. It's real out here, little bruh. Y'all playing games, yo. Stop playing games, man. Y'all don't, yo, I'm telling y'all, man, don't let nobody do that to y'all, man. Y'all shake hands, bro. I'm telling y'all gotta do that, bro. Like right now, like I'm telling y'all gotta do that, bro. It's gonna be a problem with me. Shake hands, bro. Bro, shake hands, bro. Bro, shake hands, bro. Shake hands, yo. Hey, yo, shake hands, yo. That's all, man, I'm leaving. I ain't leaving, bro. Y'all don't shake hands, bro. I'm not leaving, bro. Not
Oh, that's
bro.
dedication,
Shake hands,
Chiefs.
bro.
That's
Shake
dedication.
hands, bro.
You better spit.
Shake hands, bro.
Let it spit.
That's it, bro.
Shake that nigga hand.
Yo, nah. Now look.
Hey YouTube, this is James Lafleur with the Impossible channel. This video is just an awesome video. We're gonna see so much here that is going to raise a lot of questions regarding flat Earth, or the fact that we have been lied to all along by NASA into believing we have a smaller Earth. Clearly, they are hiding more continents for financial and other reasons, resources, for example, and other things. You can see, for example, Chicago from Michigan. You know, this is Rob's video. This is amazing. He really went to the trouble of proving that you could, and it was not a mirage, and he did. This is coming from Dwayne Callum channel. He launched the balloon, and the balloon caught several images that prove, or help us prove, that the sun may be much more loco, way more loco than we could ever imagine. It looks pretty much closer, and not only that, if Earth is spinning at 1600 kilometers an hour, how did this balloon land only 93 miles away? These are questions that are going to, make you and everybody else. For example, here we have chemtrails that look pretty much flat. We have a lot of chemtrails going on here on this part of the video, and all of them are pretty much flat. How could that be if we have a round, a spherical planet? This is at 53,000 feet of altitude, folks, and the chemtrails all look flattish. Now, not only that, we have a pretty clear shot of what seems to be a local sunspot. If the sun was as giant as NASA says and was 93 million miles away, as they say, it shouldn't create such a particular sunspot over a certain place. And then again, we have here no curvature at all. It seems to be no curvature detected at 53,000 feet, but don't worry, we're gonna go higher so we can measure this again. And if we do have a curvature, the question is it concave or not? Do we have a round planet, or do we have an Auguste Piccard planet? This balloon was launched and it landed 93 miles away from where it was launched, and this is like, what the heck? It went as high as 140 feet, 1,000 feet, right? This is really high, like 32 miles high, I don't know, something really high. And it landed just 93 miles away. And also we have astonishing footage of night and day division, right? So right now we're at 79 miles away from where it was launched, right? The sun is setting, and we're gonna see the sun go under the clouds. If you watch this video till the end, you're gonna see the sun go under the clouds, and you're gonna see the night and day division very clearly. And I do not believe that this is possible from a balloon, from a high altitude balloon, from 115,000 feet, if the Earth was spherical, round, as they are saying it is. We have night and day division right there. Like, what the heck is that, right? That is astonishing. It's beautiful indeed. And I do remember seeing night and day division from the airplane, but never like this. I think this is a clearer shot of what seems to be night and day division. Take a look at that, folks. I've never seen anything like that. That is amazing, and it's flat. It's not roundish. Right? This is a perfect triangle. So it's just weird, it's very, very much weird that maybe we're not living on, well, if we are living in a round planet, it is so much bigger. We should detect a lot of curvature, or at least a little bit of curvature, at this kind of altitude, and we're not detecting that kind of curvature. We're actually detecting almost no curvature at all. Which brings us again, is the Earth bigger, and are they hiding continents? Right? The Illuminati, the Rothschilds, who else, right? Who is hiding these continents?
tonight is not only our greatest living explorer, but he's been an inspiration to countless Americans. Admiral Byrd, you've been to both the North Pole and the South Pole. Is there any unexplored land left on this Earth that might...
One of the strangest places on the ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. I might agree as one of a handful of people to ever see it in person.
Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I had ever seen in the bottom of the ocean, and it was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And I noticed there's something out in the distance, couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut that was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so, as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of steam over it. And then I looked, and there was water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off. And as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
One of the strangest places on the ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. I might agree as one of a handful of people to ever see it in person.
Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I had ever seen in the bottom of the ocean, and it was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And I noticed there's something out in the distance, couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band.
Hey YouTube, this is James Lofer with the Impossible channel. This video is just an awesome video. We're gonna see so much here that is going to raise a lot of questions regarding flat earth, or the fact that we have been lied to all along by NASA into believing we have a smaller earth.
Those who are banking on the scenario that the human race will never find out its actual origin and history devise all kinds of clever methods to dissuade us from inquiring into this real history. A routinely used technique in their attempts to discredit the alternative history researchers is telling the people, don't even listen to those amateurs. They have no proper education. They are not experts. They don't know enough historic facts to make conclusions. Listen to the real professional experts instead. In this short documentary, I want to show you what kind of extremely dodgy stuff is being presented to us as some sort of scientific research by the so-called experts that they are trying to foist under the disguise of expert scientists. This time the examples will be taken from the official history of the Inca Empire and the Caral super civilization. The experts assure us that the Incas acquired all these vast territories and expanded their mighty empire within a just shorty 90 years. 90 years of continuous war, non-stop very bloody battles. A warfare on such a scale would exhaust any country immensely. But this doesn't shake the confidence of the experts, and they continue to claim that against all odds, the Incas fought on many fronts, simultaneously winning new territories and at the same time managing to keep the already conquered ones under control. But this magical warfare is only the tip of the iceberg of all the miraculous fiction of the so-called history of the Incas. Further, the experts continue that these amazing Incas in those very 90 short years constructed a very good amount of monumental architecture, megaliths of gigantic proportions, and precision that rivals our 3D printing technology. Although those very same experts claim that the Incas were rather primitive and did not have any hard tools for working with the hard varieties of stone, still they continue to maintain that somehow or other they built all these megaliths. And on the top of all this, during those very same 90 years, they constructed an extensive network of roads
my dogs
at places some
trying.
7 meters wide. They cross the Andes, the
everyone take care.
South American Cordillera Mountains,
And they want to go
and
for
reaching
a walk.
all the
So
way
take
to
care,
Santiago, nowadays
Sheeps
Chile,
and apes, I'm glad
the
it's going well
longest,
for you on OBS because
well-preserved segment of
keep
such a
popping
road
in and watching your
is
stuff.
some 6,000 kilometers long. The total length of Inca roads is roughly estimated to be some 15 to
Yeah, no problem. I'll be back in
30,000
about
kilometers
2 hours.
in length.
Well, about an
A
hour,
construction
I think.
project
And then I'll do a
of
little
this
bit, and I'll show you that one.
magnitude would
What you
put
do
a
is you got
strain even on our modern budgets,
you got to
especially
download
taking
some
into consideration
green
the harsh
screen elements,
mountain terrain.
and
For example,
you'll find it.
the technology
Just
of
type in
nowadays
green
Peru
screen elements.
supposedly far surpasses that of the Incas. At least now we have modern vehicles with wheels, we have steel and iron tools of transportation.
Okay, cheers. You take it easy and have a good day,
building,
and I'll be back in a
on
bit.
the top of that, the population is many times
Once you start playing
more,
with the green screen
supposedly
and
according to the
squiggly,
experts,
remember squiggly,
than in the times of the Inca Empire.
Okay, take care.
And still, the Peruvians nowadays cannot get themselves together to build a road system that covers all of their cities.